Hey guys, welcome back. So today we decided to do something a little bit different, and we decided we would give you guys a bit more information about us, tell you a bit more about who you're watching, and just some different fun questions that you guys might be curious about. Is that cool with you?
Sounds good.
So Shawn is only just seeing the questions now. He has no idea about the questions. There's nothing tricky, but it should be fun.
Okay.
I think it should be anyways.
Let's do this.
All right. So, how did we meet? Do you want to tell them, or do you want me to tell them?
I interviewed you for the job of my girlfriend.
Yeah. Basically, Shawn interviewed me for a position at Home Depot, and that's how we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a fun time.
Yeah, it's like it feels like forever ago, but it wasn't that long ago at all.
4 years?
4 years, yeah.
4 years ago.
Yeah. What was our first date?
I think it was the Remembrance Day.
It was before Remembrance Day.
Oh, the chapters.
The chapters date. Yeah. So for
was
those
that a date though? I don't know.
Yeah,
was that technically a date?
that was a date.
Okay.
Yeah. For those of you who live in the States, Chapters is a bookstore, kind of like Barnes and Nobles in the States, but it's Chapters here in Canada.
Chapters Indigo.
Yeah, Chapters Indigo. So they have like Indigo owns the company, and they have 3 different types of stores. They have Indigo, Kohl's, and Chapters. Basically, they're all the same thing. I think it just differentiates between the sizes of the stores. But our first date was a Chapters date. We both love books, as you can see behind us. We need a 3rd bookcase. We have 2 full. And Shawn was clever and was like, oh, have you ever seen have you ever like gone through the Humans of New York book? And I was like, no. He's like, oh, well, I have it. So he lent it to me, and then he's like, yeah, do you want to like check out some new books? And I'm like, yeah, okay, I like books. Like,
that was
I like
smooth.
books.
Yeah, so we hung out. We spent quite a lot, like a long time.
We spent a really long time there.
Yeah,
it was
a couple
like,
hours. Definitely,
a few
more
hours.
than a couple hours. Yeah, checking out books, hanging out, getting to know each other.
Yeah.
You can actually tell a lot by a person's bookcase or their choice in books, what their favorite books are.
Yeah, we kind of talked about like all that, like our favorite books, and then like it segued into other things, and then the chapters that we were at had a Starbucks in it, so we also sat and had a Starbucks. It was in November, so like they had their seasonal drinks, and yeah, so
it was a fun time.
Yeah, it was.
We
really
always
good.
go every time we go back to Starbucks. We always not Starbucks, sorry. Every time we go to Chapters or Indigo, we think about
our first date.
And it's really our Zen zone, so to speak.
Yeah,
and hopefully
we still spend
Ellie will want to spend lots more time there as well.
Yeah. Okay. So second question. Well, actually, it's the 3rd question. We already answered 2. What's your favorite traits about me? And I'll give you my favorite traits about you.
How many can I name?
List 3. List 3.
3?
3. Yeah.
You do have a great sense of humor. It doesn't come out a lot, but when you get Jessi comfortable enough, she does have I call it a snap humor. It's like a
I'm like really
gets you, gets you gets you right in the gut, and sometimes you don't actually know how to respond to it. You're like, huh, that's smart. That's too clever for your own good. Your honesty. I think you're a very honest person. Sometimes too honest.
Yeah, honest to a fault.
Sometimes she needs to know when honesty is not always the best policy, especially with strangers or people. You got to read the room sometimes. But no, I think in our relationship, it's a key point, honesty, and just your warm heart. You're gonna have to break down the barriers to get to that center core, but I think you're one of those people that once you get past the strictness, you see the warmness coming out, and I'm gonna throw a 4th one in there. You're very family oriented, so she's a great mother, and she cares a lot about her family.
For my favorite traits about you, I love how caring Shawn is. He cares, like, it doesn't matter if you're a stranger, if you're a friend, if you're family. He's very caring and very considerate of how you're feeling and what he can do for you. I also love his humor. although he doesn't think I do.
You make fun.
I make
of
fun of his humor.
Like, you don't even laugh at my jokes anymore.
No, he's got like the worst sense of humor.
False.
But he thinks he's got the best sense of humor, and it's hilarious. Like how funny he thinks he is compared to how funny he actually is. But I love that. I actually love that. I love how much like you love your family. You love like, I guess like what I'm trying to say is how much you love to like provide, and you want to be everything to his family. Like for us, for Ellie and I, he wants to be our universe. Like he wants to be the breadwinner. He wants to be the great father. He wants to be the great fiance / husband, whatever you want to call us. And he just really wants to be everything. He wants to do everything. He's like very hands-on. And I also really love his really hard work ethic. Like this guy works himself to the bone when he really shouldn't sometimes. I find sometimes he's a little bit of a workaholic, but it also shows how much he cares about his career and how much he wants to provide for his family. And I think that's a really great trait, even though sometimes it's a little bit workaholic-y, but he has a great work ethic, so I think that's phenomenal.
I think when you start a family, it gets harder to, I guess before Ellie was born, I could really prioritize work, and it was okay for me to come home late or go to work early and do all this stuff. But now that we have a family, you gotta have to shift gears, and like being the person I am, I care a lot about the product I put on the floor, so to speak. And I think for my dad was he worked really hard to provide for me and my sister and my mom. So I get my work ethic from my dad. So it's and again I kind of see like traits sometimes with me and my dad, like the whole putting 110% and hopefully get 110% out. So
next, what is your pet peeve about me?
Oh, about you?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say assholes, but pet peeve about you?
Yeah, like what's the one thing I do that drives you crazy?
I think you can be overly strict. To a point where you need to like maybe loosen up a little bit.
Chill out a bit.
Like, chill out, yo.
Yeah, I'm like very serious all the time.
But like, yeah, and it's it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think sometimes we have to kind of tailor it to different individuals. It's kind of good because if we need a strict person in the family, because if both of us were like me, I think Ellie would just run riot.
Yeah, I think we'd have nothing done, like get anything done.
Can't really complain too much, but that's probably the only thing.
That's the thing?
Yeah.
My pet peeve about Shawn, he probably already knows what I'm gonna say, is when he chews with his mouth open, or
I don't do that anymore.
He smacks his lips.
I don't do that anymore.
Yes, you do. You still do it.
No, I don't.
Yeah, he does. So it's just like a bad habit, or that. Slurping, like those types of noises really get to me. Like they drive me insane. So like sometimes he'll be really sorry about that. Sometimes he'll be really into whatever he's eating, and like he doesn't even realize it, but it must be like so good to him that he's like, and that just that sound, it's like nails on a chalkboard for me. That's like my pet peeve.
Could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse. Yeah. Okay. Top 3 favorite memories since dating. Do you have a top 3? Is there a top 3?
I don't think there's a top 3, and technically I don't really like these kind of questions because you have to quantify quality.
Okay, well, three memories that stick out to you like right now.
Definitely our that Remembrance Day when I took you out on a date and asked you out, like proper asked you out up on Signal Hill.
Yeah.
If you haven't been to Signal Hill at nighttime, it's pretty damn romantic. That would be one. The first Christmas parade we went to in St. John's, that was fun because we were freezing our butts off.
Yeah.
But we still somehow managed to have a lot of fun.
Wasn't that your first Christmas parade ever?
That was my first Christmas parade. That Santa Claus didn't really wave at me.
Sean got
Oh
so
my God,
mad. So when Santa was passing us, instead of looking on our side of the street, he was looking on the opposite side of the street, and Sean was so upset that Santa didn't wave at him. This is a grown-ass adult, guys. A grown-ass adult was pissed that Santa didn't wave at him.
Listen, it didn't live up to the hype. Everyone was talking about this Santa guy. Whatever. Anyways, I'm over it. Not.
No, you're not. What's your last one that sticks out to you? Your last memory that sticks out to you?
I think when Ellie was born.
Nelly was born, yeah.
That was something special.
Mm-hmm.
I was really proud of myself that I stuck through it. Like, not in the sense I was gonna run away or anything like that, but like, I didn't faint or anything like that.
Yeah, I was really concerned you were gonna faint.
I was very positive and
Mm-hmm.
pretty happy that I stayed positive through the whole process.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you kind of hear like stories of like fathers running away or exiting the room or just like straight up fainting or whatever. It wasn't like the smoothest birth.
No, gosh, no.
With the kicking and vomiting and
Yeah, it was rough.
no, yeah, but it was that's probably gonna be up there as
Yeah.
far as like memories between us. But I think you have to cherish
Every moment.
Yeah, it's kind of corny to say that, but
it's also kind of true.
yeah, especially now when we have a baby,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of like time stands still a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of like just you have more time now to cherish those moments and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. So yeah,
I agree. For Ellie's birth being one of the like best memories that I have. Shawn was an absolute miracle during the whole thing. Like he was the strength that I needed to get me through it. It was a very long labor and it was a very painful labor, but luckily it wasn't so bad. Like if Shawn wasn't in the room, I don't think I would have gotten through it. Like if Shawn wasn't there, like if Shawn was away at work or whatever, whatever the situation, if he wasn't there, I would not have been able to get through it.
we had really good midwives too.
Yeah, we did. Our midwife as well, Carolina, she was amazing. She was very strong and strict, and like she was very what's the word? Not bossy, but professional. Yeah, like so when I needed her to be like, okay, you have to do this now, like she was. Yeah, like it was great. Like her
if you are giving birth without midwives, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, I agree. Because when you have a midwife, when you go with midwives, you have 2 midwives at your birth. Mm-hmm. We were lucky we had 3 because there was a student midwife as well.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a great experience. 100% I'd do it again.
If you had asked me what was one of the best things about moving to Ontario, it's the fact that we
have midwives. Yeah, I agree.
And hopefully every province is going to have one.
Yeah, I mean, they're working on it, so that's good. My second favorite memory would have to be the Ferrero Rocher proposal. If you don't know, I hate Ferrero Rochers. And Shawn thought it would be funny to kind of like hoodwink me.
I have great humor. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. But yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting it. I was expecting a proposal, but not when it happened. Like I was expecting it to come, but I definitely wasn't ready for it when it happened. Like I wasn't prepared. Not that I wasn't prepared. That's the wrong thing to say. I wasn't expecting it. And the Ferrero Rocher twist was very, very clever on your part. And my what would be my other favorite memory?
Did you write these questions up?
Yeah, but I didn't think about them. I really like when we lived in Newfoundland, we used to go on walks all the time up Signal Hill, and I really enjoyed those times because we would stop and take like a lot of selfies and just like build those memories. Oh, and the first time we went to the regatta together, that was so much fun. We took the bus down. We went to the village and took the bus down. Yeah, that was really fun too.
Yeah.
I should stop this because it's really long. Okay, next question is, what are our ages and our birth dates?
I am 24. No.
He wishes.
I am 32 going on 33 tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is Shawn's birthday. I
feel 24.
You do feel younger, don't you? You act younger than your age. Not that that's a bad thing. Like you act youthful.
I think it's the baby.
Probably. And what's your date of birth?
1985.
Yeah, the day, babe. What day were you born? November?
Oh, November 27th, yeah.
November 27th, yeah.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. But I don't know if I'll post this tomorrow.
Well, at the time of recording.
Yeah, at the time of recording. And I'm 25. I just turned 25, and my birthday is September the 10th, 93. So there is an 8-year age gap between us.
It doesn't feel like that,
It
though.
doesn't. No, I'm
not in our relationship anymore.
No, like Shawn is very youthful, and I'm very like
She's
I
very
act
mature.
a lot older than I
She's
am.
very
Like
mature.
I'm very mature. I have to say, pretty decent head on my shoulders in that respect, and I don't feel like there's an age gap at all. Like I think that it's perfect for us. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I do. Yeah.
Where are we from?
709 represent.
Twillingate.
Twillingate boy. Gone by the Red House, sure.
I'm from St. John's, Newfoundland, in Canada. I love Newfoundland, but yeah, that's where I'm from, St. John's, Newfoundland.
Yeah, I was born in the Middle East. But I'm Indian from Goa, which is a very Portuguese-centric like province in
like
India.
Portuguese Catholic, right?
Yeah, like we were occupied by the Portuguese. Well, most of all of India was occupied by the British, so we have a bit of a different culture. You could call it the California of India. It's very laid back. But I was born and brought up in Bahrain in the Middle East. Moved to Canada when I was 16. Moved to Newfoundland to finish university. So I'm 32. Moved to Newfoundland in 2003. So I've pretty much, I call Newfoundland my home now because it's been a big part of my adult life, from 16 to 32 really. So yeah, if you had asked me where I was from, people ask me where I'm from. I'm from Newfoundland. I'm from St. John's, Newfoundland. If you haven't visited, then you haven't lived.
Yeah.
You are missing out.
Yeah, I would definitely say
We should do a video about moving to Ontario and the differences we saw after our first year.
The differences, yeah.
Because there's a lot.
Yeah, there are a lot of good, a lot of bad. Well, not bad, but like a lot of things that are different that are hard for us.
Opportunities.
Yeah. What is your favorite season? Do you have a favorite season?
Yeah, soccer season, baseball season, basketball season.
No, like the weather.
Oh. Not really. I don't really care about that.
You don't care about that?
I've started to appreciate fall more.
And because of
and
the colors, or
and winter, because winters here suck.
Yeah.
In the sense that they don't really feel like
Winter.
proper winters that
Yeah.
very
'Cause
used
you're
to in the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as that's another thing altogether. But yeah.
For me, my favorite season has always been winter until we moved to Ontario. Winter in Newfoundland is really beautiful. Don't get me wrong, it's cold, it's miserable as well, but you get a lot of snow and there's a lot of things to do in the winter in Newfoundland. As of Ontario, it's really freaking cold. It is bitter to your bone chilling cold.
It's a dry cold.
Yeah, it's like minus 30. It's so cold.
But it's not minus 30. Like I don't know. It's hard to say. It's like
ridiculously cold.
So if there's a blizzard in Newfoundland, we can wait for the blizzard to get over and go out and like go sliding. For example, if you don't know what sliding is, it's like, I don't know. It's like getting onto a magic carpet and going down a hill. But is she awake?
Yeah.
Just bring her over. Take her.
You want to take her?
Be like, we just replaced. Hold on. All right.
But yeah, so here the blizzards, you can't do anything, and their blizzards aren't blizzards. It's like 10 centimeters. Like, it's not a lot. Newfoundland blizzards, you're getting like 40. Oh, you got her.
Oh, I got her.
You got like 40, 50 centimeters of snow, sometimes more. That's a blizzard, and that's what I miss.
Good work. Yeah.
Okay, so our last question, well, one of the last questions, well, I think it is the last question, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite holiday?
No.
Like Easter, Christmas, your birthday, Halloween?
I don't care too much for Halloween. Sorry, Kayla. Kayla's a friend. She's like,
nuts about Halloween.
every day should be Halloween for her.
Yeah.
I can appreciate Christmas, especially now that we have the little one.
Mm-hmm.
It'll give it a bit more extra oomph. No, I don't really have a favorite holiday. I can't say I do.
No?
No.
I do. My favorite holiday is definitely Christmas. And it's not for the gifts, but it's definitely for like the family time, spending time with your loved ones, and that like the giving of Christmas. The way Christmas is supposed to be. That's my favorite. So yeah. This little one just woke up from her nap, so she's hungry. So we're gonna.
Do we look alike? She does look like me.
She does. She does look like Shawn.
But she's got Jessi's eyes.
Yeah.
Which is
funny.
Which is good news for you.
A mixed baby
Good
with
eyes.
blue eyes. She's got blue eyes. But yeah. But we're gonna end it here, guys.
Okay.
Thanks so much for watching. And if you have any more questions, don't forget to leave them in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, hit like and subscribe to watch more of our adventures. Bye, guys.